So we are watching two players go at it. We're watching Go1 versus Nemo. Figured it'd be a good time to do one on Chun, just because we do have a Chun army amongst our ranks. Okay, they're playing pretty solid, not doing too much. With that being said, I like this. Let's go back for a second. Okay. After the perfect parry, notice that there is a drive rush attempt, right? And the reason what we do is that we'll try and perfect parry, and we'll press double dash or double forward, right? Essentially what happens is that if you get the perfect parry timing, then you'll get the drive rush. But if you miss it and you just get a normal parry, then nothing comes out. And it's a good way to get in, especially on a character like JP, where he's going to be constantly throwing projectiles your way, right? Nice. He's gonna get his combo here. Ooh, my man is teaching you not to reach. That is a nasty one. That is nasty. Okay, if we go back here a little bit here, we catch them slipping, we get our hit. Okay, unfortunately he tries to go for grab, but OD amnesia. Or amnesia being amnesia, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is what we normally call as a frame kill. Okay, now the reason why we go for this frame kill is because the way Go1 actually goes for this allows him to actually get a meaty timed projectile, which leaves him at, normally, if he didn't perfect parry it, would normally leave him plus enough to follow it up with a jab or whatever have you, which is unfortunate because it was perfect parried, and then unfortunately he did end up getting hit for it. Okay, so I guess his stupid side switch, whatever, it will. He gets a combo off of this. Okay, notice how on defense he's not doing too much. You see, a lot of you guys who are in like gold or platinum and diamond as well, right, we'll try to jump out, we'll try and like dash out, we'll try and do like projectiles or whatever have you, end up getting counter hit for it, right? That's why it's so important to just kind of slow down your game, right? If you try to play too fast, you end up just getting hit. See? Ready to react. Get your hit, confirm your hit, get the kill. Instead of trying to do too much, trying to jump out the corner, because I guarantee you if you try to jump out the corner or just try to raw drive rush out the corner, he was going to get clipped. Okay, playing slow. Nice. And he gets his hit. Also gets a up for this. So again, this is all part of a frame kill. So essentially what we do is that we seemingly whiff a button, and then because we whiff a button, number one, it looks like it looks like, oh, you whiffed your meaty, right? And then on top of which, it allows you to get like auto timing meaties, which allows you to hit your opponent very cleanly. And on top of which, if it happens to hit, in some cases your frame kill will allow you to follow it up. Okay, boom booms. Nice. Simple and clean. Simple and clean. Okay. Obviously, we got to be mindful of the projectiles, the seemingly endless projectiles. Okay. I want to take note of the fact that he's walking his opponent, right? Although it may seem that he's on the back foot and he has to commit or whatever have you, right? Notice where we are in the screen compared to where we started, right? Even though it seems like he's on the back foot, he's slowly pushing his opponent towards the corner, which is super important, especially because Chun is so strong when it comes to corner pressure. Now she's going to get the confirm to get you into the corner. Now you have to deal with whatever she wants to do. Perfect parry. Unfortunate, but it be like that. I'm okay with perfect parry, okay? Boom, pull up. Ooh! And once again, I will always make note of this, is the fact that number one, notice how she is, or Goichi is drive rushing first, okay? We drive rush first to get the extra plus frames. We want the extra plus frames so that we can extend our combos further and make them hurt a lot more. But I don't think this is dead. Yeah. Oh no, it's not good. Yeah, you have to guess there. Might be a bad situation. I think he might be dead. Yeah. Depending on the route here, he actually might be. Oh, okay. So this is another frame kill. Okay, it may look ugly. Okay, this is a frame kill though. So you can get the combo. Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay, so we're back at it. We're pushing them towards the corner, making sure they feel uncomfortable. He's unfortunately going for a lot of buttons. Woo! Catching them with the whiff, right? This is one of Chun's stronger tools, is that she can make it seem as though like she's gonna go in for the grab, but then notice how, despite being so close, it makes it look as though you can tech. But with that being said, the walk back is just the smallest walk back. Puts you out of range, and then from there you can pressure them. Yeah, it was his only option, right? He had to go for something that was committal, right? That would either be level 1 or OD amnesia. This music is, his round 3 music is good. Okay, now he has to work his way in, make sure to play a little bit patient. Unfortunately, he couldn't go for the anti-air here. A lot of us, even including myself, right, we would try and go for anti-air here, but the truth is that it may cause us to get hit, and we got to be very careful. So parry is the safer option here, because let's say we get like a perfect parry, whatever have you, then we would have been fine, right? Either way, we're fine. But in the case that we decide to try an anti-air, I honestly can't tell which one hit first. But anyways, we keep moving. Okay, now playing overly aggressive. He's taking his turn. He unfortunately has to respect that. But with that being said, we get the level 2. So not only does the level 2 gain us a lot of ground, and basically takes us to the corner. That's why this is so important. Because this basically takes us like 3/4 of the screen, on top of which he was forced to guess on the situation. Now he's forced to guess on the situation again. But here, even though he's in burnout, here is not the worst of situations. Here is not the worst of situations because specifically the fact that he has the corner advantage, right? But with that being said, he has to play a little bit slower. He can't play too aggro, because any single mistake can go into level 2, and when he goes into level 2, he gets a side switch. Now you're in the corner, and now you're one hit away from getting DI'd, and then you lose the game, right? So in some of these cases, it might be good to concede the ground. But with that being said, Goichi is not conceding very much ground, or rather he's taking it back. Notice how he has the health lead, so he doesn't have to rush anything, right? Right now, he's just looking for a mistake to take advantage of. Fortunately, he did take himself to the corner, so now he's in a great position. Now, of course, Nemo had to take a risk. He tried doing dash, got checked for the dash, and that was GG's. Nice. Okay, now once again, we're in the corner. You reach, I shall teach. Nice anti-air. For those who are uncomfortable with anti-airing in this situation, standing medium kick is also a semi-acceptable answer as well, even though your anti-air option, your anti-air option is just down, down, right? But I'll be forgiven because we're not all there in reactions, whatever have you, right? That's fine too. Okay. Oh, what a jump. And this is a kill. Yep. Notice how even though the fireball war is technically in JP's favor, he's not, Goichi is making a point to not play too hasty, right? And on top of which, Nemo is trying to fight back for space because Goichi is slowly but surely walking his opponent to the corner, making sure that he feels uncomfortable in neutral, right? You don't want to walk back too often because you'll find yourself your back to the corner way too often. So notice how a lot of the time that Goichi is forcing JP into the corner, and then that's where he runs a lot of his offense. It's not this neutral where her offense really shines, is when you get to the corner, right? That's why a lot of his routings is more specific and more focused on carrying him to the corner as opposed to getting your damage. So this is something you should keep in mind with all your opponents as Chun. Okay, standing in ranges, this is a perfect example. Standing in ranges to look for something to punish, right? We're standing in ranges to look for something to punish, but we're not getting too aggro as to try and just like drive rush in or whatever have you. We're just searching. We recognize what we were looking for, we caught it, and then we would punish it, right? Unfortunately, he put himself in the corner here, which might end up being a little bit troublesome to get out of. Okay. Fortunately, he was forced to take this risk, right? This is a risk that you're gonna have to take, right? Especially in this situation. The reason why you had to take this risk is because after this punish counter, his meter was like less than half, right? Ideally you can get one parry off, but like you don't want to risk it. So that at the end of the day, you're gonna have to take a risk, try and get out the corner via jump. Fortunately, he was successful, and now the corner is back to his. Okay. Yeah, and that's why he's not choosing to drive rush a lot, right? Because his buttons are super good, especially his crushing medium punch. Really good at sniping people, okay? Okay. Notice how we're walking him again. Unfortunate. This might be a body. Yep. Okay. Once again, we're playing the same game, standing in a range, just looking for buttons that we can whip punish, right? Obviously, when it comes to that cane's pretty difficult to deal with. They can just stand in certain ranges, trying to get stuff, right? Yeah, that was, even in my head, I was thinking that was a little bit risky. This is a pretty bad situation, right? This is a particularly bad situation because now he's burnt out, and let's say he gets DI'd at this point, he will die. Alright, he's trying to bait level 3. He has to be super mindful of level 3, especially because Goichi is someone who can react, I'll tell you that much, right? So, fortunately, he doesn't, and that's a kill. Right? I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but these are the things that you should be considering while playing Chun, okay? Especially when you're dealing with opponents like JP, where they kind of, or JP or Guile, where they kind of want to stay their distance away from you. Your goal is to try and force them towards the corner, then run the offense, right? Watching these replays is a good way to learn some of these frame kills, because these frame kills, especially when we're talking about gold, platinum, diamond, or no, more so platinum, diamond, gold players, just stick to keeping it simple, okay? When we're talking about platinum and diamond, a lot of opponents are going to see you whiff something and then try to press something in the gap in between. And in those gaps in between, you'll now know how to go ahead and force a situation where you can still media them even though you have whiffed something. And these things are consistent provided that you go a certain route. They're very consistent and it will help you grow in the game. Thank you again for watching, and any questions?